In Uganda, fewer than 1 in 10 children with disabilities finish primary school. In remote rural communities, that number is much lower. Many never start school at all. All too often, these children live in the shadows, isolated by a lack of support.
When I grew up, you never saw any child with disabilities. If there was a child that had disability, there would be so much discrimination. They will tell you, oh, don't go to the neighbor's kid to play, that you get the same condition.
Everything okay?
But when I started at Kyaninga, I met Steve, and Steve had the son Sidney with cerebral palsy.
My wife and I's eyes were like pretty close to the world of disability. But Sidney opened our eyes to a new world. We knew there was a lot of stigma with how disability was viewed in Uganda. We picked that up quite quick. People believe that disability is a punishment from God, that it's a curse, that you've been bewitched. It just shows you the strength of sort of misinformation and how it can go right through into the generations. When my wife mentioned to her friends and some of her family that how I have a child with disability, they actually blamed her. They were like, you must have done something wrong. It just started off this journey, and together we founded the Kyaninga Child Development Centre. We had no clue how many parents and children there were out there. Nice to see you all. Everything okay? In the first 6 months, we already had 200 children on our books. We'd have parents walk in 6-7 hours to reach the centre, and then we realised we need to have one here, we need to have one there. So that's how it sort of expanded out. And that team now is incredibly busy, seeing around 1,000 children a month in 27 centres around Western Uganda.
Previously, she couldn't eat anything for the past months, but now she has improved, she has even gained weight. Now we are progressing to communication.
Some parents are very, very scared. It's their first time of coming. So we do a lot of work just talking about disability, breaking down that misinformation so people can understand. It's not their fault. They didn't do anything wrong.
So when we first met these families with children with disabilities, they've been to the witch doctors, they've been to the pastors, they've been to the hospitals, they've been to everywhere until us.
Standing here, she also has cerebral palsy. So we are trying to do supported standing to increase strength.
We're playing with the child, we're very free with the child, and the moment you do that, you see the mother smiling, and it's like, oh, they're playing with my child. No one does that in the village. I have to keep them locked away.
What you'll see happening is you might have a family here for 30 minutes. They'll get all the advice they need, and they'll move then to the next area, and the next area where they meet another professional and another professional. So that they get the full sort of comprehensive assessment of their child and what the next stages are. There's physiotherapy, but you need occupational therapy, you need speech and language therapy. We need social workers, epileptic specialists, orthopedic officers.
As a mother, I have been taking care of her alone. Yes, providing everything for her alone. I've been coming here, bringing her for physiotherapy. Her condition is their condition is not good. Sometimes they get seizures. Yeah, I've gone to hospitals. Yeah, I've tried a lot. Yes, but she's somehow improving because she's not like how she used to be.
After quite a number of years with therapy and rehabilitation, we had these great health outcomes, parents coming back and saying that the stigma had been removed, they felt part of their community again. But the key message back was every school we go to, they won't let our child come.
Wow, this is cute.
Very.
Hi.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Finally allowed to meet.
Good morning.
So we first became aware of the need for education for children with disabilities. So that's when we started the inclusive school. So it's essentially an inclusive school. So we got 50% of the children with disabilities, 50% typical learners, all working together.
So they need to know rice goes here alone, food, and then beans should be here, but somebody mix them, and the beets here.
Perfect.
It's amazing for the children who come here, but it's also a tool to allow us to then go and do the teacher training and create other inclusive schools.
Make cookies.
It's all primary school, so up to the age of 12. We just kept getting parents saying, it's great, but we need these assistive devices, the wheelchairs, and we were really struggling to get them.
The terrain here is a bit rough on the outside. It's a bit hilly everywhere, as you can see, which call for the need of a standard outdoor wheelchair.
The problem that we face out here in Western Uganda, a lot of the wheelchairs you see out here have been imported from China. They're not built for the terrain out here, so in 6 months they break. And when they break, you can't buy parts off the shelf. You've got to import them from China.
The imported chairs, the bearings we couldn't get, spare parts we couldn't get, and they couldn't be fixed in the local setting.
Right.
So they kept coming back to bamboo.
We are building these rugged off-road wheelchairs that have been designed with this environment in mind. A big part of our chairs is obviously the bamboo. It grows so quickly, so readily. It's a benefit for us.
Our wheelchair is around 80% bamboo.
That's converting this raw bamboo into strips, and then into sheets. And then from there we have metalworking. All of our materials are sourced within the country. That's a big deal to us. It's not only built in Uganda by Ugandans, but it's with all Ugandan material.
So what we're doing now is learning ways to make this identical every time.
Right.
And quick, obviously, and quick. So they can get up to 25 a month, but we want to get up to 100 a month. We buy the bamboo all around this area, but what we started now is we started a nursery and we're giving it to all the parents of the children with disabilities, so then they get some money out of it, but also we're using the very bamboo that they supply us to make the equipment for those children.
Right.
So it creates a great circle. There's still a lot of work to do, but we finally ended up now with a chair we're now producing, and it's just incredible to see the children that we couldn't help get a chair and then off they go.
Joseph, nenda kukuzana na banywani bao? Eh? Tugenda tuoleka banywani bao balinka.
That sense of freedom, you see it in his eyes. You see the sense of freedom in his eyes.
In this chair, I can play football, basketball, writing, and moving around. I'm getting strong.
This is what dignity looks like. Therapy, education, and mobility, all designed and led by local teams who know what's possible for these children.
For me, it's not just a job. I think giving hope to the family, changing their lives to be more positive. The best motivation is the smiles on these families.
People don't realize the need in a place like this, especially for the disabled. Taking a shower is difficult. Getting through the front door, even up to your front door, is difficult. This work can't stop here. The vision is to reach children across Uganda.
At the moment we have about 70 children. We are limited by the space around us. One reason why we want to move the school to the Centre of Excellence. If we can use the school as a tool to teacher training, we can then hopefully help thousands of children by getting many other schools to be inclusive. There's 2.2 million children at the moment who should be in a wheelchair and don't have one.
Together we can put more children in school, break the cycle of stigma, and give families the tools they need to thrive. Because every child deserves the chance to move, to learn, to belong.
to be seen and celebrated.
Yeah,